Hi, this is Nicole, and today I want to talk about accepting where you are in life. So, what's happening with me right now is that I am starting to realize that, I mean, I knew that I was in a stage of life where I have small children and I need to be able to take care of them, and I made a choice to stay home from work and take care of them. Okay. However, there's a part of me that didn't accept that completely. That yes, I understood that, but there's a part of me that was resentful because I couldn't do the things that I want to do because my job is taking care of the children. I even resented my husband. I resented my kids for that because they're taking up my time. And it's like there's a part of me that has to start to accept that this is the choice that I made. This is the choice that I wanted. I mean, I generally want, but it's hard to accept it when you have a desire for a career. So it's not that I don't want to have a career or I don't have a desire to do that. I actually do, but I have to actually make it work within um, the schedule and the life of having a family. So lately what keeps coming up is I have time to do this, but I don't have time to do that because my kids are home. They're small kids and they're at home. So there's a part of me that wants to go out and like do workshops and seminars, but there's a part of me that's like, well, there's not a part of me. There's life that's like you don't have, the child care to be able to do that yet. You don't have the people that are able to watch them during the day like you need to because I have a family that has lives. I mean, they live and they work and they do things, so they can't always watch my children when I want them to because they are living their lives the way they need to. They're living their best lives. So anyway, so that's the reality. I don't like it. I wish I could just drop my kids off with family members, because that's who I trust, and be like, here you go, and do what I gotta do. But that's not the case. So in order to accept that, I had to kind of see that what's happening is I'm doing things that, like I was doing work with a client, and while working with the client, she's physically coming over to. We're working face to face, like in a session, our coaching sessions, and my kids are
in 600 feet. Turn left onto Baltimore Pike.
Okay, sorry, my GPS is still on. I gotta turn it off. But anyway, so
take the next left onto Baltimore Pike.
Can you stop talking? I'm sorry, I didn't turn off my GPS. So anyway, so I realized that I need to be able to accept that my kids are small, and while I'm doing the coaching sessions, they're physically climbing over me. They're like wanting to write, they want to do things, they want to eat, they want to do all these things, which that's normal kid things to do, but I'm trying to do a coaching session, and yeah, she's paying a discounted rate, so she has to deal with the kids. But the point is that I'm not in a place where I can go out and do workshops during the day. I'm not in a place where I can do certain things, and that's a hard pill to swallow from a person that actually has desires to do certain things. I have to make webinars. That's one of my goals, is to make webinars. So the time that I have to do that is there, but it's not is limited. It's not as much as I would like to have, because if I didn't have children to work around, then I wouldn't have that problem. But would I want to not have the kids? Heck no, I would love them. But so there's a part of me that has to accept the place that I'm in now. So I'm saying that to you because we have to accept the place in life that we are. And I was talking to
continue on Baltimore Pike for 3 miles.
My GPS is still on. I was talking to a friend, and she was interviewing me for her coaching business, I was talking to her. I do know that I have to, right now in this time in my life, I have to accept that I can't do a lot of things when it comes to physically going out, doing workshops, doing seminars, doing those type of things, because my kids are there, and it's just a lot of work to have to do things with them. But once they're in school, the goal is for me to be able to go out and do those things. I'm putting this out there to you guys because there might be some other things that you have to accept in your life. It might be that you're sick and that you have a desire to work, but that you can't do it to the full capacity that you need to. It might be that you want to have this dream to accomplish a certain goal, but that you have credit issues that aren't going to be able to be resolved until you fix them up, until you put savings towards it. You may be unhealthy, like be overweight, like I know I am, and you may have these desires to, let's say, run a marathon, but in order to get to that point, you have to actually lose weight to do that, because you're not going to be able to run the marathon at like 500 pounds, and you might have to do some pre-work before that. So I'm having to do some pre-work before that, and that pre-work is tough. That pre-work requires a lot. Like, actually, I'm on my way to therapy right now, and there's just a lot of things that you have to do to get ready to be in the place to do the things you want to do. And sometimes that means you have to accept where you are. Not sometimes, always means you have to accept the place that you are. And if that place that you are does not suit you or you don't like it, then you have to change it. That means you might have to do some work before you get to the place that you want to be. And not be angry about it, or be angry about it and do it anyway. Because I know I'll be angry about stuff and be like pissed. But the bottom line is you got to do the work anyway and keep it moving. So, and I'm always going to say this, you're going to need to surround yourself with people who actually love you, respect you, can see your light, and do not try to diminish it. You cannot be around people. You cannot change or increase or change anything until you're around people who increase your productivity. But that's a whole nother conversation. So I just want to tell you guys, if you have not accepted where you are in your place in life, then you're going to have to work on that, because that's going to be a barrier for you to move forward. So hopefully this helps somebody on a journey to success today. Love you guys, and have